The fossil record shows that the average mammalian species, and yes, we are all mammals who like to do it like they do it on the Discovery Channel, lasts about a million years. We've only been around about 200,000 years, which is roughly as long as this speech will feel. So if our species were, God forbid, just one human being, then we'd be around sweet 16, just old enough to start getting into trouble with a member of the royal family. The problem is that we all think the world is just for our gratification and our pleasure. We're all very narcissistic and believe that someone will always clear up our mess, because they have in the past, you know? We have to learn that the world is not some sort of indestructible toy. God knows I wish those existed. It would have saved me a lot in child support over the years. Now listen, I'm not one of these annoying green people who take a moralistic view of this. You know, you can save the world and still be a total asshole. That's my solemn promise to you. As the Cookie Monster once said, and I quote, "Early bird gets the worm, but cookie taste better than worm, so me sleep in." But he was wrong, of course, because we mustn't sleep in, because if we miss the worm of net zero, then we'll be left with the cookie of climate change, which is worse, although I've made it sound quite tasty. The COVID crisis has shown that we must listen to gloomy scientists. Could have just said scientists. Just like I did when they told me not to shake hands with patients in the COVID ward, and then I did, and then I got COVID and I got very ill, in fact. And I feel like I've gone off the point a bit here. I must say something in Greek. Moussaka. We only have 40 days until COP26, which was coincidentally my score in the game we used to play in Oxford. How many freshers can you cop off with in a week? 26. Legend. But no, look, it's very serious. We need to go to Glasgow and make sure that everybody comes back with a smile. The ice caps will melt like the ice cubes in your martinis here in New York. Oh, I should have said Manhattans. If we don't act, then higher temperatures are going to be baked in, like a cake from the Great British Bake Off. One export from the UK people actually want. If we don't act, then our grandchildren will know that we were the culprits. And for me, God knows that could be a lot of people. Like the great Ronnie O'Sullivan might say, who plays snooker, a fantastic game, very popular in the UK, of course. I'll show you how to play another time. It's a bit like pool. He might say, we don't want to miss our cue. Yeah, because it's like a cue, because they play with cues. It's like a stick you hit the balls with, or as the Romans might say in their Latin tongue, lido pila. Bit of a slow burn. Not like the planet. Zing! And as people like to quote from the great works of Greek tragedy, or as I like to do, I'd like to quote from the Lego Movie, who said, if you remember, everything is awesome, and it's now humanity's solemn choice to decide whether we shall be awesome in the Wayne's World, kind of awesome kind of way, or will it be more, someone's done a poo in the bath again. Boris, you dirty boy, clean it up. Sorry, Nanny, but I thought you cleaned up after me.